special.
I know I play a lot better than I talk, which isn't saying a whole lot, but I want to thank Mr. Hughes, Mr. Crane, for allowing me this fabulous experience. There's probably nothing I like better than hanging out and playing and working with inspired young musicians. And these are a bunch of inspired young musicians all around this auditorium. So give it up for them. I'm sure you know what a special music program you have in Shaker. I just want to let you know that everybody around Northeast Ohio kind of knows that too. So, I'm out around playing, and we see a lot of Shaker graduates, and we hear about the Shaker bands, and we hear Shaker bands. So you should be really proud of what you have here, and nothing replaces music education. So the programs you have in 56, the middle school, Mr. Grand, Mr. Deep, I mean, it's incredible what you guys have here. So I'm really honored to be a part of it, so thank you.
That was unsolicited. Next up, we have one last song, but before we do that, I would like to invite Doctors David and Karen Bardenstein to speak with you for a moment about the jazz program.
None of the synchrony you'll see at Synergism was pre-planned. So you won't find us on the program, but we wanted to share something new and I think of value for Evening of Jazz that we've been involved with. We're also Shaker parents with two sons, 7 and 10 years out, from the Shaker Jazz program and Evening of Jazz. And as Bill alluded to, in those days, all 3 schools had the program in one night, and it was not unusual to go till almost midnight. And so in a way it was great to see the progression from the young students to the high school students who are absolutely fabulous. Let's give them another hand. But at the same time, on a school night, it's not bad to finish before midnight, so there's some wisdom in the new system. This past fall, we were hanging pictures in the gallery in our music room in the house, which is a collection of pictures of all the people that various family members have played music with. And I came upon a picture of our kids playing at the Evening of Jazz 2006. And I was really struck by this rapturous expression on our son Daniel's face. He was a drummer, and he was interacting with a soloing guest artist, who ironically was Joe Miller. And it was just we have it on video and film. It was an absolutely incredible experience. And our other son Ian played Barry sax in the tune Monin that night, and actually was voted the Armstrong Award, which I thought was going to be awarded before my talk, but you'll learn about that in a moment. And that's a great honor. So while it was a very special night for our family, Karen and I have come to feel that more important than the emotional high of that night were the effects that continue to influence both our sons to this day. Both are active musically, one at a semi-pro level, and whenever we get together, we always play music, whether we live here or they live in San Francisco. That picture reminded us of the tremendous effect of Shaker Jazz and the Evening of Jazz, and inspired us to try to find a way to maintain the program and improve it if possible, no matter what the future brings as far as funding and things like that. And so we chose to combine supporting the program and honoring 2 very important people who we'll call up in a moment. Tom Deep, who headed the music program when our kids were in school, and Bill Hughes, who led the high school jazz programs and Evening of Jazz at the same time. We also wanted to honor them while they were still active, instead of waiting until after they had retired. So with a significant seed donation, we created the Deep Hughes Evening of Jazz Fund. And in a very short bout of early fundraising, other parents that were very supportive, and even some past students, contributed. This has allowed Mr. Hughes to increase the contact time between the guest artist, Joe Miller, this year, and the high school students by 400%. The results of which, and Mr. Crane noted that too, the results of which you've heard and seen tonight. More improvements are planned for students at all levels. So we're looking to enlarge the fund so that the interest alone will cover the cost of Mr. Hughes providing benefits for all the students, while enabling the fund to go on for as long as there are Shaker schools. Hopefully tonight has shown you how special this program is, and you will join us in helping reach our goal. There's information in the programs to help you find out how to contribute and participate, and there's also information for contacting Sue Sterrett from the Shaker Schools Foundation if you have any questions. At this point, I'd like to call up Tom Deep and Bill Hughes. Come on up to the stage. As well as the rest of the Shaker music staff, Ken LeGrand, who taught our son Ian, David Picaro, conducted them ensembles, as well as Mr. Crane. All the staff, come on up. We want to give you a big hand. Because as Joe said, they did an unbelievable job. Absolutely unbelievable job. The kids do all the work, the students, the teachers guide them, but I really also would like to acknowledge Joe Miller, because he's a local guy, if you will, of national repute, who really is known for being an excellent teacher as well as a musician. He's probably showed up here and helped at the Evening of Jazz as much as anybody, and not only is it a treat to hear him again, but it's exceptionally fitting, because it was his playing with our kids and the picture of him that inspired us to start this fund. So let's give Joe a big hand too. So please join us with the fund, and now we'll get off the stage so you can hear some more great music.